around the corner, got them shades on my eyes. It's a pretty little thing by my side, that's flawless. Why you niggas still chasing roaches? Collecting all this money on the roads like I'm homeless. A nigga like me.
Yeah, man, welcome back, everyone. This is Nicardo Media House, and thank you for coming back again. Thank you for supporting all the videos. Thank you for showing the videos all the love. Also sharing it really mean a lot. Keep sharing the videos, man, and smash that like button, man. You know what to do. That little bell, click it up. But yeah, man. This is going to be a brand new episode. This is going to be the PREM podcast and everything going to cover about what's happening over the weekend in the Premier League. It's a little bit late. We should have dropped this from last week, but nothing is greater than time. Today is Monday morning. Hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. It's always that Monday feeling, man. People don't really want to go back to work, man. And especially when you have a wonderful weekend with the family. You had some fun. We go to party. Spend a lot of times, with family. But yeah, this podcast is the PREM podcast. It's going to drop every week. Monday morning. We're going to talk about everything about what happened over the weekend. Brand new episode. So hope you guys support it like how you've been supporting all the videos, man. But I'm going to have a special guest. My friend Reggie from DANNEAL. He was here from that first video. So brand new episode again. So we'll pull him over again. He's gonna come over here and share some love. I hope so I hope gonna go over there and support his channel. His channel is DANNEAL Football Show. It's going to be up here. Go over there, man, and show the channel some love. Subscribe and run up the views and comment and tell what your thoughts on the videos, man. But yeah, man, I'm gonna put DANNEAL on the screen right now. He's right here. Yeah, so I was telling the people, go over your channel, DANNEAL Football Show, to show some love. We don't have a pin it on the screen already to start of the video. But yeah, man, this is a brand new episode, the PREM podcast. We're going to do a weekly podcast on the Premier League. As you know, today is Monday. We're going to drop every day, every week, Monday, 10 a.m. So I hope everyone can look out and see that. Hope everyone click that bell and give that subscription when the video is supposed to drop. But bro, it's a long weekend of football. Arsenal and Crystal Palace gonna play later from now. But before going to the video though, you have anything you want to say?
Yeah, go over to my channel, DANNEAL Football Show. Supposed to have some videos coming out soon. Just been busy lately with work, so once I get those things together, we're gonna be coming back out and putting back out some good content for the people. Subscribe, like up the videos, and show some love.
Yeah, and show some love. Bro, since on Sunday, bro, me not go outside. In bed, in bed, watching the Premier League. What you watch that game? What do you think?
I wake up when it was probably 67 minutes. I think 67 minutes, and England was I watched in the last part of it because I was sleeping. I wake up.
Yeah, man. Spain surprised everyone. Surprised everyone. All that turmoil that's going on in the squad and the federation, just Reggae Girls, and just to see how they can carry on and go to the final and lift the Women's FIFA World Cup for the first time. You did know that they won both Youth Women World Cup last year, U17 and U20.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. They won that Under-17 World Cup in India, and they won that Under-20 World Cup in Uruguay. So and there's another one. There's a second team to win a Women's Senior World Cup and a Men's Senior World Cup. I think Germany did it first. When Germany won the 2007 Women's World Cup, then won that 2014 Senior World Cup. Yeah, but but they said this is one of the best women FIFA World Cup in history. 32 teams for the first time. A lot of surprising action happened. Even Philippines beat New Zealand. Reggae Girls, our nation went to the run of 16 for the first time in our football history. A team going to the knockout stage in our World Cup. A whole lot of stuff, bro. A whole lot of stuff, But really enjoy this World Cup, bro. I trust me, really enjoy. Jamaica make me feel proud, that we can do much more on the big stage. But come back around to the show, this is a PREM Podcast, episode 1. We're gonna kick things off with Liverpool and Bournemouth. Liverpool won that game 3-1. They got a red card, right?
Yeah, McAllister. Yeah, McAllister.
Yeah, first, what you think that was a red card?
That's it was harsh. It wasn't a penalty. It wasn't a red card. It was harsh. I think maybe because he got him, like it's kind of, it was high, but he barely touched him. So I didn't think it was a red card. It was kind of harsh.
My thoughts, I think generally all the game play now and the rules and everything, I think it's a red card. But overall, like football challenge, I don't think it's a red card. But with VAR, they're going to look back on it, and when they slow that down,
make it look worse.
Yeah, it's going to look worse, But with the game and all VAR being calling the shots now, I think it's always going to be a red card, man.
There's going to be a lot more red cards, that's for sure. Because I was watching the Chelsea game this morning. It's like every tackle was a yellow card. Every tackle. So that's crazy. They need to fix it up.
What do you think though on the new rules that can argue with the referee? The throwing, wasting time.
They need to change it. You need to change. You're gonna see a lot more red cards, and you can't stop the players from showing emotion. That's just an instinct.
Yeah,
automatically. When something doesn't go your way, automatically you're gonna react. You get what I'm saying? You can't unless you're a robot. These players got passion.
It's generic. Even when we play sometime and referee give you a bad call, we show emotion and show for hands. But but I don't think, bro, it's going to be a lot of yellow card going to run this season with that new rule. I mean, there's one thing though we can understand. Don't argue with the referee like in face, shouting. That the referee rule the game. You get what I say? So if you have an issue, you can't just go to him and just start to him. But like some players that rushing at the referee face, shout it. That's unacceptable.
Yeah.
You can understand that one. But man, Liverpool, man, they gave up a lot of opportunities in that game, and Solanke looking good. They did. Liverpool was very sloppy in the first few minutes. Trent, I don't know. People saying that Trent can play midfield. He can't play midfield because the ball that he was supposed to get, it was in the middle, and then it didn't control it properly. And then I think if Bournemouth did have some better attacking players, they could have did Liverpool really bad. Even though they scored that first goal and it was disallowed. And they scored back right after.
Yeah. So maybe if that was give and then Liverpool 2-0 up, even though I still think Liverpool with all the attacking players that they got, they would have still able to come back in that game.
No, but bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm loving this Bournemouth team, man. They're playing really good football and this new Spanish coach.
I've never seen before. That's the first time I ever heard of that coach.
He used to coach. What's that team in the La Liga that wear the white jersey?
Real Vallecano.
Yeah, that's a team he coached in the past. He did some magic there. I think they finished up in that top half of the table. But the new signings, man, that Hungarian player Dominic Shambles.
Very good. He's very exciting. I used to watch him in German League, and I thought he was more like a winger, but he's very versatile. Can play on the wing, in the middle, very skillful and technical. Yeah. So I think Liverpool. Yeah, it's a very good one, and he have a good long shot too. Good long shot. I think he's the type of player he's a club type of player That's crazy. He's like you just know the type of player that Klopp likes.
You know the thing I like with him. He's not the all-time fashion creative player. He can put a shift in the defensive part of the game. He can work hard because Liverpool playing with McAllister and Gakpo and Shambles in the middle. There's no tackler in the middle.
No.
So.
But Klopp system, that's all Klopp system because they press from the front, so they always have the ball and pressing you. So yeah.
You ever see that the new signing? You ever watch him play Endo?
He didn't. I saw him. I saw two play that happened. He didn't look sharp. I mean, expected because he just came in. Yeah. He probably didn't.
Probably one training session.
Yeah, he didn't look sharp. I saw one time Bournemouth players just run past him with the ball, and then there was another time they just ease him off the ball. I think he's not sharp enough, but by the stats what I see, they're saying that he's a good player. But let's see.
No, yeah, they said he missed around 4 games in 2 years, something.
That is crazy. These Japanese, these Asian players is very fit. That's for sure. Yeah.
And they said that Klopp have never won a league without the Japanese.
Really?
Yeah, remember you won it with when Minamor was there, Shinji Kagawa at Dortmund.
Oh, I never know that. That's a good stat.
I saw it on the net, so I didn't know that. So let's see if Liverpool can win the league. But going to move on. Manchester City, man, the big one after the weekend against Newcastle.
I really didn't watch that. That game was so boring. I don't know.
Yeah,
it was so boring.
The Spurs fan that was on the channel, Logan, other day, he said that.
That game, like City was just since they scored the goal, they were just controlling the game. I was so disappointed in Newcastle too.
Yeah, they were toying with the game, man. Kevin De Bruyne, man. How you think they're gonna cope with Kevin De Bruyne without a couple months?
I think if they get back Silva, they'll be alright. But I think if they don't have Silva plus Kevin De Bruyne,
Bernardo is out.
Yeah, he have a slight headache. I think I'm not sure what's wrong with him, but I think he's injured too. But I can see Haaland.
Phil Foden looking really sharp.
It does look sharp, but he doesn't really do the stuff that Kevin De Bruyne do though.
Yeah. Kevin De Bruyne, his first instinct is to who he can give the ball to. Meanwhile on the other side, Phil Foden is more a player that he just want to dribble. And
he kind of selfish sometimes.
Yeah, he's kind of selfish sometimes. He has a really good first touch. Your ex-player Mateo Kovacic. How do you think his first starts in the City jersey?
Pretty decent. I mean, I didn't really expect. I did expect Kovacic to go there and be really good. He's a good midfielder, but he's very poor on trying to score goals. He's not good at scoring goals, but he keeping the ball, moving with the ball. He's very good at that. I know he was going to fit right in with the City team, but to replace Gundogan, that was never going to happen. But it's pretty decent so far. People saying that they never know that Mateo Kovacic could dribble.
Mateo Kovacic was a dribbler when his first days at Inter Milan.
I'm assuming that people have never been watching him.
Mateo Kovacic, I think when he left Inter, I think went to Real Madrid, he kind of changed his game. Mateo was always a dribbler in the middle. But Manchester City switched a little bit of the formation. There's a little tweak. There's no players from the wing backs coming inside. I don't see that much in the 2 games that they played.
Because they're using two fullbacks that can't able to do that. Guardiola is playing left back and Kyle Walker is playing right back. Those you remember Pep was saying that Kyle Walker don't know how to play his system last season. You remember when they said that? So they have two wing backs who doesn't really do those type of stuff. So you're not gonna see them doing that.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of weird though. But at one point, I think in the last 20 minutes, City were looking like a 4-4-2 team. Grealish on the left, Foden on the right, and Matteo and Rodri and Alan and Alvaro up front. It was looking like more of a 4-4-2. But Pep have won 15 trophies, man. He still have 2 more years. As a Chelsea fan, you worried?
I can't wait for Pep to go. I can't wait for Pep to leave. I'm tired of this guy. And did you know that he didn't make any change in the last 2 games?
No, I didn't. I
He
didn't know.
didn't make any change.
I didn't watch that Super League game. I didn't watch that game.
He played the same team. They have not make a change from even the Newcastle game, and they didn't look tired. That's crazy.
But I don't know, man. But Newcastle though, look, they didn't play well. They had 1 shot on target. I think they had 4 shots off target, but they are one to watch. Coming into that top 4 series, the team looking really good. They were playing end to end with City at one point. Not many teams can go to the Etihad and do that.
They went there too safe. They should have just went for it. This is the best time to play City. They're missing Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva. They lost Gundogan and they lost Mahrez. And they kind of fragile. They just played
coming off a weak performance against Burnley.
Yes, and they play midweek, so you expect them to be a little bit tired. Newcastle with the confidence that they got last week from Aston Villa. Yeah, so you don't expect them to go there and just go for it. I think they went there too safe. They went there safe, playing to a counter attack. If they get something, they nick it. But I think they went there way too safe.
You think coming around the springtime they're going to be around that top 4? So they have a really good team.
They have a good team, but I think it's gonna be challenging playing in Europe for the first time.
That's a challenge. That's a challenge they're gonna have. But Harvey Barnes is a good addition to the team. Really looking good. Anthony Gordon, that young kid from Everton, he stepped up this season. He played very well last week against Villa. And, really decent game against City. But hope he can continue. He's a really good player. But he still have to prove a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bro, that match, man, United, man, versus Tottenham. Bro, I don't know, man. Then I need to start out that midfield, with Mason Mount. The gap between Mason Mount and Bruno Fernandes with Casemiro, it's too wide. And Casemiro is looking really unfit and is looking legged. I don't know if he saw it in the Wolves game. And, even that last 20 minutes, he looked like he couldn't run. Bissouma man, he's a baller, He looking like a brand new player, like a new signing for Tottenham this season. But the first half in that game, United controlled that game, not by possession, but we created more chances. Tottenham were playing with both wing backs in, so that kind of play with United hands just by cutting off those passes. They had 3 centre-backs who were trying to play out the ball, and then they have James Maddison and Bissouma, who is really good on the ball, and then they push up Sarr. He's not that very good with the ball at his feet, so they can get that ball on the turn. But United cut that off, a lot in the first half. And then that Bruno Fernandes, tell me what you think about that header, man? That Bruno Fernandes header.
I think he misjudged it. And then he was maybe he got probably thinking about maybe outside and stuff. I think he misjudged it. Yeah, and then,
that's a big miss. The handball that Garnacho kicked on Romero. It was Romero?
Yeah. It is a penalty. Normally it's a penalty.
Yeah,
but
normally in this rules.
But the decision that they're doing. It I don't know. It's 1 week is a penalty. This week is not a penalty.
Last week one was a penalty when Onana hit the player.
Yeah,
that was a penalty. You saw what in that Villa game. Pickford did to Watkins. That's a penalty. That's the same thing Onana did. So it's kind of unbalanced. That handball that in Chelsea game last week, Liverpool, Nicholas Jackson, when he jumped and his hand was. That wasn't a penalty. That's not, because his hand is at his side,
Yeah.
But, I don't know, man. This handball rule in every season is the same thing. They're
not consistent.
No, they're not consistent enough. I think, did you, by any chance, last week saw that highlights with Brighton and Luton Town when Luton Town got that penalty.
That's not a penalty.
That's not a penalty. You know.
No, the one on Brighton, right? You're talking
Yeah,
Brighton
the one on Brighton.
That's not a penalty. Yes, that's not a penalty.
His hand was on the ground. You know,
That is
so this
not a
handball ruling is crazy, man. But man, tell me, man, this Spurs team, you know, there's nothing to really get excited as yet. You know, when Conte came in, they won their first, not one, but they were unbeaten in their first 7 to 8 games, and everyone was like, you know, Tottenham is back on, you know, but
Yeah.
this coach looking really good. You know, you can see his formula, you could see his tactics, you know, his layout, how you want his team to play. You know, what do you think about his first team?
He just allowed them to go out there and play, which were the previous manager under Conte and Mourinho. It was very tactical, defensive. But I think this coach, they see the players that they got, and he just say, "Yo, go out there and just play your football." They're gonna give up a lot of goals though because they play very open. I don't know what happened to United. United was really in the first half should have taken their chances, but Spurs going forward, Madison. I really rate Madison. Rate Madison. I really think y'all should have signed Madison instead of Mason Mount. Madison, it would have been much more balanced for the midfield for Mason Mount.
Right,
Mason Mount is the number 8.
You know, signing that. All right, you know, I have no issue signing James Madison, but you know what we're going to do with Bruno.
I think Bruno could have played the 8, and then Madison played the 10. Mason Mount is an 8. Mason Mount is not a 10. You get where I'm coming from?
Bruno is indisciplined position wise.
And Mason Mount is not. Mason Mount is very indisciplined because if I'm a Chelsea fan, I can tell about Mason Mount. He used to always get ahead of the strikers and the wingers. He used to always get in their way. Mason Mount is such a goal grabber.
All right. You know what? Mason Mount played very well in that first half. He pressed Tottenham high. He had a lot of energy. He's really fit. You know, Mason Mount is like a kid that just eats sugar all day, just running around. You know?
I don't know what happened to him because he used to be on the ball, used to be involved in the game. I don't really see him doing that yet for United. I don't know if he's just not getting in the game. I don't know what's going on. He's low on confidence or something. But y'all really need to fix that midfield though.
before we move on from Spurs and United game, Richarlison, man, awful. He was just dropping himself all over the place. You know, bro, this is a man that leading Brazilian team to go into another World Cup. You know, I don't think he's going to be successful at Spurs, man.
Because I think Brazil. Exactly. That's what I think. I think Brazil played to his strength, and they feel a little bit more chemistry with the Brazilian players and stuff like that. I don't think Tottenham played to him straight. I think he's living off of scraps. You get what I'm saying? And it's hard to live off of scraps unless you're Antonio.
Yeah.
That's the only guy can live off of scraps and still score a goal. You gotta be like that type of Diego Costa, Antonio. You know what I'm saying? So him is not that type of striker. He want to be link up play, you know, run through ball. He's gonna struggle.
Yeah. He want the ball at his feet.
Yes.
So I think if Son can play a little bit closer to him.
Yeah.
So when you get the ball, you know, because he has a really good first touch, he can hold up the ball and then lay it off and then move again in space, you know, and get that ball back on the end. You know, but you know, that was really depressing, man, as a United fan. But moving on, man, to the game, Chelsea, you know, West Ham, your team.
You know, I'm. Go ahead. You finish?
No, you go ahead.
No, you know what's crazy? I'm not even mad about we played really good in the first half.
Yeah, the first half really looking good.
Really looking good until that James Walsh-Prowse. I hate that guy, man. Is this guy? Is he
Stick up it.
penalty?
Hold on. Stick up it. You remember back in the days when Blackpool was in the league, Charlie Adams, left foot, and Alex Ferguson said, "Hey, that left foot only worth, you know, just the left foot alone worth 10 million." You know, James Ward-Prowse is the same exact thing, but I think he gives more than Charlie Adams.
He's been so consistent all these years. He just every season.
Yeah.
He always been consistent. And he's like, I just know it when they get that corner. I just know it.
Hey, you know that before the goal score, he kicked one just before that.
Yeah.
And it almost fell on Zuma head. And then they get another corner and he whip it. Yo, he dropped the ball exactly same spot, bro. I don't know how he do it, but, you know, James Ward-Prowse, man. You know,
but yeah, the team was playing good, and then they scored. We got back into the game, and then second half, I think what happened that when we lost Corny Chukwemeka, that when that scored by equalizer.
What that look like to you? That is that ACL?
I don't know. I don't know what happened.
You see, the good thing though, he kind of walk off the pitch with help from the assistants.
Yeah.
You know, so looking at it, I'm not saying it can't be an ACL, but it don't look like an ACL. You know, ACL, if that was an ACL, you know, probably would have get stretched off or something. But you never know, bro. You just never know.
Yeah, and then once he came off, the game changed because we didn't have that number 10, that focal point to link up play with the midfield. And then we just struggled creatively. And we missed that penalty.
Pochettino at Tottenham, I can't remember seeing Pochettino play a 3-4-3. Is it that Chelsea new system now?
I think maybe because Salcedo, the Salcedo and Lavia is not up to speed, because you can see when Salcedo came on, he was just not sharp.
No.
He was just not sharp.
No.
So I feel like because of the personnel, he's using that because I don't like it. It take away one of your attackers and have an extra defender. We don't need an extra defender playing against West Ham that's gonna stay behind the ball. That is dumb.
I mean, West Ham was really good defending, man. They were really good. They're patient in that build-up. You know, they picked them chance. But that goal, though, that's a silly mistake to let Antonio in, man. From era to a villain.
He was having a shaky game. I don't know what happened. We need to get to. I think because you get that yellow card early in the second half, and then from there he just he didn't want to go in or sell himself. But it was a weird game because we played good and then we lost the game.
Yeah, you know, I mean, bro, I don't know. West Ham finished in the bottom half last season. You know, I don't think the owner is going to accept that, you know. So David Moyes is really under a lot of pressure. You know, you won that Conference League, they're in the Europa League this season. So, you know, I hope they can push on, you know. Just like Brentford looking really good without even Tony. It's like they're not missing anyone.
Yeah.
You know, they just run through Fulham. You know, they played They played Tottenham in the opening day. And you know, those two guys up front, man, Wissa and Mbuemo, really good.
Very good tactically. What's his name, their coach?
Thomas Frank.
Thomas Frank.
Danish, yeah.
These guys are very fast counter-attack teams.
I mean, man. Brighton is coming again, man. You surprised?
I mean, I was hating on Brighton and say, yo, more on Brighton to get relegated because I'm tired of them fans. They Brighton ain't going nowhere. They got too many good players. It's crazy.
I mean, bro, as you go in and buy one of their players in the next few days, they seal another deal. It's like they have all these deals pending, you know. But I mean, bro, Brighton, man, Roberto De Zerbi, the Italian, you know, I was surprised that he didn't link with that Italian job. You know,
I think he's waiting for a bigger job. Maybe if Pep left, he could go Man City.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? You know, so you know, Italian job, you know, Spalletti. You know, that's the coach for Napoli, right? Spalletti. Yeah. So yeah, Spalletti is the new coach of the Italian national team. I was on a program yesterday. You know, Aguna. His name is. His channel is True Guna. In his Arsenal, he's an Italian. We live in the UK. You know, we were talking about, you know, a little bit about the Premier League and, you know, the Italian job. You know, but before I move on, man. Before we go to that other game, you know, the first game on Friday, you know, Sheffield, Nottingham Forest, two teams that fighting for the scrap. You know, bro, it can't get any worse than last season what Nottingham Forest did. You know, they were in the bottom three for what? the first 7 months of the season until that 1 month left back. Then
The players finally get to jail because they was bringing in a lot of players as well, and
yeah. I mean,
they got a good coach. He's a very good coach.
Yeah. He's a very good coach. You know, I mean, surprisingly, I was watching some video, you know, on YouTube, and a couple of fans were calling like, you know, he needs to get sacked, and I'm like, these fans are crazy. You know, that was the coach that won the Youth World Cup when Jadon Sancho. You remember that Youth World Cup that Phil Foden won for England?
Yeah.
That was the coach.
That was the coach? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was the coach, you know. He was the coach, you know, but Brendan Johnson, that Nigerian kid, man, and Iwoni, they Gibbs White, you know, coming in from Wolves, he gave them a big sparks last season. You know, so if they can keep these players fit, you know, but I think they need more defense, more proper defender. You know, Will Bowley I mean, I don't know, man.
Did when Felipe went back to Atletico?
Yeah, I don't. I'm gonna tell you who started in that defense. I don't remember.
And then they lost.
They played at 3-4-3. They have Will Bowley, Warrell. Was it from Chelsea? Warrell? He's a Chelsea actor.
Warrell, not sure.
And then they have the Scottish defender, McKenna. So no, I don't think these guys are there now. I think it was a loan.
Oh, he's a loan. Maybe.
Yeah, but that keeper is really good though. Matt Turner, the US international. Yeah, he's looking really sharp. Man. But we're gonna move on. Finally, you know, Leon Bailey, the Reggae Boyz, off the mark, a goal and an assist against Everton. You know, you watch that game?
Yeah, I was watching it, but then I fall asleep. But the clips that I see, I think Bailey have a really good game.
He had a really good game.
Score one, and then he got injured.
It was a shot that he was trying to take. You know, when he kicked the ball and then the defender come in and I think he was going to come off anyways. You know, Bailey can't play 90 minutes.
Is he not fit?
I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. Like
I've never seen Bailey play 90 minutes before.
Only for the Reggae Boyz.
That's crazy.
And when he played for the Reggae Boyz, you know, he only played like a good 40-50 minutes, and then he just lost in the game. You don't know where he's at. That's
why he's so inconsistent, because he's maybe just not fit enough.
Alright, I don't know. Alright, we here, you know, can say, you know, it's probably not fit enough.
Yeah.
But he's at Aston Villa, right? He's at a big club, you know. Aston Villa is a big club, you know, one of those supporters, tradition big club, you know, in England, you know. But he had all the facilities in the back room, you know, where he can work, and you know, when he come back home, he can do anything. So I don't know if it's not fitness. He have everything in his disposal to be fit. I don't know.
I think he just not taking care of himself properly, because
maybe some lack of effort. I don't know.
Yeah, could be
lack of effort, man. But you know, he really have to go sharpen up things, bro. He really have to sharpen up things, you know. But yeah, it was a good one. You know, he gave John McGinn that assist, beating Ashley Young on the ball line, his friend. You know when Bailey just signed for Villa, you know, Ashley Young was the one that carried him around in Birmingham, showing the best Jamaican food restaurant. You know, he can shop. You know. But, you know, Ashley Young, man, 38, he's still going strong. Ashley Young don't look 38.
He does not get injured. He stay fit. He stay fit.
Right, look at Ashley Young, 38, still fit.
Yeah.
Playing as a wing back. I don't know. So something with Bailey, man, you know, but so between them two games, Bailey played last week. Last week, you know, in the Newcastle game, he had 27 touch. You know, against Everton, he had 37. You know, he got dispossessed 4 times last week against Newcastle. This week, none. You know, he had 3 passes into the final third last week. This week, he had 6. So you can see that there is more effort put in his play. You know, he created 2 chances today. He took 2 shots, you know, 1 assist, a goal. he had 83% accuracy in his passing. So you could see that there's a big difference in his play. You know, but I hope that can continue, man. I hope.
Yeah.
You know, but Unai Emery is a very good coach that can get the best out of time, technically and tactically wise. But look, when we watch Bailey playing for the Reggae Boyz, you know, playing in that 4-4-2, sometimes Bailey is like his tactical awareness is not there as a player. But as a man that been in Europe for like what 13, 14, I think he should have spot on with us.
He's an experienced international now.
Yeah, he left Jamaica at age what 13, 14. You know, playing in Austria, in Slovenia. You know, he was at the Dutch. He was in Ajax Academy. You know, before he went off to Genk. You know, so he's an experienced player that know what the European coaches want. So tactically, I think he should have been more awareness. You know, even playing for the Reggae Boyz. But look, it's the same 4-4-2 system. You know. Let's see. They have a playoffs game on Thursday against a Scottish team, Hibernian, in that conference playoff.
I didn't know that they have to play playoffs. I thought they get a automatical spot.
I thought the same thing too, but when I heard, you know, they said they have a match on Thursday.
Oh, okay.
You know, but I want to see Villa, man, in Europe. I want to see, you know, Villa is a really good team. Remember when Villa is a champ with Abongla War, you know, Ria Kokor and
Ashley
Young. You know, I think one time Darren Bent used to play for them, I think. Not sure. You know what?
Garrett Barry.
Garrett Barry, you know.
Les Scott.
Who was the coach? Who was the goalkeeper? Is it Green?
Rob
Green?
No. Rob Green? No, it wasn't Rob Green. It was an American keeper. He playing in the MLS right now.
What's Brad Guzman? Yeah, I think it was Guzman, you know, but yeah, man, big up to Aston Villa, man. You know, Arsenal versus Crystal Palace, you know, they beat Crystal Palace 4-1 last season and 2-0 at Sellers Park. You know, what you think? You know, you think that's a London derby, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, going to Sellers Park is one of the loudest stadiums in the league. Very small stadium. You know, you think they can pull off a shocker, man?
They can. I normally think that if they have Zaha, they used to play really good. They have a very good chance, but I think they play better without Zaha because
they play more fluent.
Yeah, and he lose the ball, and you see what I'm. So I think they have a good chance. I didn't watch their last game, so I really don't know what to expect.
I didn't watch their game the last time. But this kid that they bought, man, from QPR last season, a season and a half, Eze, he's a really good player. You know,
I'm so disappointed that deal fell through in Chelsea.
Oh, Chelsea wanted him.
Yeah, he was supposed to sign with Chelsea, and then boom, all of a sudden.
No, that was Olise.
Oh, Olise.
Yeah, that was Olise.
Olise.
Yeah, that was Olise. You know, Olise is a really good. He's a French. I thought he was an English.
He could have played for. He could have played for England. I think he could have played for Algeria.
What African country is from?
Algeria.
Yeah,
and then he played for France. Yeah.
I think he went to you know that youth tournament that keep in France, the Toulon tournament. You know that?
Yeah.
I think he played for France in that Toulon tournament. I think last summer, this summer. I'm not sure.
He did play the under 21, under 20. I think 21 or 21 Euros.
He was in the Euros. I didn't watch that.
He got injured though. He got injured.
You know, Yeah. So, you know, the last starting 11, Crystal Palace put out. You know, it was Eze, Edward, Schlupp, Ayew, Lerma, Dokori. That player, Dokori. I think Patrick Vieira bought him from in the French league. I think he's coming from Bordeaux. Not sure. Don't quote me on that, but you know, he's a really good box-to-box can player. See them. You ever seen that player? Dokori.
Yeah, he can play. He can play.
I think he was linking
Liverpool.
He was linking with Liverpool at one point too.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think Palace prize them out.
Yeah, prize
Probably,
him up. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
You know, but
They always got good players, and they're always good at home. Crystal Palace, they're very
yeah,
good.
they're really good at home. You know, I mean, Crystal Palace over the years, the issue with Crystal Palace is scoring goal. You
Yeah,
know, you remember when they bought Benteke from Liverpool to come on and Benteke it just didn't work out. It just didn't work out. I don't know, man. But I think
yeah,
when Crystal Palace line up in a 4-4-2 system, bro, Zaha up front. I don't think Zaha can play on the wing. He's not disciplined enough to come back.
yeah.
And I think when they play with that 4-3-3, sometime Zaha just stand up there, left his left back. Who's that? Normally that kid Mitchell.
Mitchell.
Yeah, left isolated 1v2 against wingers.
One thing I must say: how many times Brendan what's his name? Their coach. What's his name?
Oh, right, Addison.
How many times he gonna come back and coach?
Well, and when he signed, when he came out of retirement last season, did he say he was just a half a season? He was an interim coach.
He said maybe. We said maybe. Let's see what's happened after this end of the season.
Nah, man. Yeah, man. But Arsenal tomorrow, man. It's the same problem again. Who going to play? Is Kaya Verts in that number 8 or in that number 9? Yeah, I think Eddie Nketiah are going to play most of those games of Gabriel Jesus.
I think that's not really Arsenal problem because Arsenal do got goals. Saka can score. Martinelli score.
Martinelli looking really stronger this season, man.
Yeah, look very strong. Like Saka looked very like an established winger.
Look, I think they need a cover on that right side. Saka played way too many games last season. You don't really want to burn him out.
Yeah, that's true.
And he's going to play a lot for England this coming up.
And plus they got the Champions League as well.
And they have the Champions League, So I think I seen they was trying to sign that Ghanaian kid Kudus.
No, I saw something today that they're linked with Fati from Barcelona.
Ansu Fati.
Fati.
Yeah, I saw that too. There's this player, this Belgium, Jeremy Doku. I think he played for Rennes in the French league. He's a very good right winger, left-footed too. I think left-footed. Can use both feet. I seen City link with him, but I think Arsenal need that player can give Saka that rest. But they have a lot of players though.
Yeah, they got Trossard can come in and do a job.
Yeah, they have a lot of players. They have Trossard and they have a Brazilian kid. I don't remember his name. He's really young though. He played most of the games in Europe last season. Trying to remember his name. Let me see if I see. His name is Marquinhos. I don't know if you see. He played most. No, he wasn't on loan last season. He was playing a lot of games in the Premier League 2 team, U23. But they bring him in a lot in that Europa League fixtures though.
But what I'm saying is, didn't they loan him out this season? I think they loaned him out.
They loaned him out?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see anything. I'm looking at his profile right now. I don't see anything. I think he's on loan. He's at Nantes.
Yeah, he's on loan.
Nantes always have a lot of South American players. I don't know why. Remember that player that crashed in the plane? That's Emiliano Sala or something. That's what he was playing for. They're still having issues with Cardiff with that fee because they said player.
They didn't get a player?
No, they signed him. Cardiff signed him.
Yeah.
So when Cardiff signed him, they done the medical. So he flew back to France to pack up and say goodbye, and then coming back to England to Wales. That's when the plane disappeared and it crashed. But Cardiff signed that contract. Signed that everything, the paperwork, everything. So
what's the problem?
Nantes want back their money. I think we're seeing that last transfer market in the January and then said they want back their money. They're still going to court, bro. That's crazy though. That's crazy. And then now the family saying that they didn't get all the signing bonus fee.
They didn't. So which club was supposed to pay?
So Cardiff buying him. Cardiff bought him from Nantes for 18 million, something like that. That's a record. That's their record, club record. They're in the championship.
It's crazy.
You know. But yeah, man. I've come to the first video. The first episode of the PREM podcast. Everyone, keep supporting the videos and everything. Go over DANNEAL channel, DANNEAL Football. That's a DANNEAL Football Show.
Yeah, DANNEAL Football Show.
Yeah, man. Subscribe and watch the videos. Man. Yeah, thanks for coming through, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Been a long week. Hope everyone going to watch that Arsenal game a little later from this. Prediction. I think Arsenal win that game easily, comfortable 2-0 victory. Arsenal is really strong, man.
I'm gonna go with an upset. I'm gonna say 2-1 to Crystal Palace.
I mean, if there's going to be an upset, yeah, probably a 2-1. A 1-1 is not bad, but let's see. I haven't seen Crystal Palace from season later. Sellers Park going to be rocking later.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Thanks for passing through, bro.
Yeah, man. Mark.
Yeah, man.
Peace out.
Peace.
In the city life, I'm feeling so alive. Drifting around the corner, got them shades on my eyes. It's a pretty little thing by my side that's flawless. Why you niggas still chasing roaches?